Hi, Aries. It's Angela from Grounded Dreamers. And we are going to do a quick reading for you, Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising, from sort of mid-May to the end of the month. And remember, like I always say, the timing of it is less important. I'm just declaring that as the time I'm recording it, right? But it's less important than is the time that you choose to open up this video and retain the guidance. So this is also, it's sort of intuitively guided by you and your guides and me and my guides. So we're just all being guided here to receive the messages as they come through. All right, so I am going to start. The deck that we're using here, as you know, my regular sort of protocol is to utilize a oracle deck and then choose a card and then use that as a theme for your reading. And the deck that I'm using is a butterfly based deck here, but I got this for Mother's Day actually from my mom. And the card I pulled for you, Aries, is self-care. So this calls to mind, perhaps things have been going a little fast. Maybe you've had a lot going on and it's time to sort of balance that out with some devoted time that's devoted just to you. There could be some health things that you want to address. There could be just physical, mental rest that you need to take, that you need to sort of schedule in to make sure that you're taking care of all the aspects of yourself, mind, body, spirit. And let's just see. I pulled a few Zen cards. Let's see what the reading, where the reading takes us, okay, as it pertains to self-care. Okay, here we go. All right, so we have the center row here are the cards that are where you begin, right? Your starting point, internal support or recent past, and external manifestations or near future. And then the bottom card is our key to moving forward, and then we arrive at another level of understanding. So let's start. As it pertains to this concept of self-care, whatever that means to you, and I welcome you to just take a moment to really focus in and define what self-care means to you in this moment for this purpose, right? It could be many different things. I could be a busy mom that I need to make sure I take time out for myself so I feel recharged and ready to face things, with the kids. It could be, something at work where you're getting too involved and you need to create sort of an energetic shield from certain energies. This could be many ways to stop and focus on your own being and what it needs, okay? So your starting point here, Aries, oh, well, look at that, is the true starting point, the Fool. So yeah, this could be something you've been considering. Oh, I really need to make changes in this area. And it seems that the guidance is sharing with you that now is a good time to start, right? And we do also have Mercury retro in this month coming up, or, in the middle of the month, or actually, I think it's the 10th, where, always that's a time to pause and to gather. So maybe, this starting point is a couple weeks in the future, but that you're now assessing and gathering information and preparing to start a new self-care routine or self-care practice. Internally, this starting down a fresh road kind of an energy is supported by this card of understanding. This is a card of emotions, and it could involve other people. It doesn't always have to, but the basic concept here is that there's a sense of being separated from another, or from another idea or a concept or a personal trait that you'd like to achieve. Like maybe I end up, maybe I'm too much of a perfectionist and would rather just be able to let things go as they are. Well, this is sort of depicting the separation between you and that other concept, idea, person, situation, right? But what it teaches us is that with our full presence and our full attunement to our own needs and our own well-being and the things that fit best for us in our life, that those barriers that hold us apart from that which we want are really just an illusion. And soon you see that they start to dissipate, and you're able to connect more with that far off idea, person, concept, that kind of a thing, right? So this is an internal work that we do. And it's kind of what we just said with preparing during this period of Mercury in retro, or at any period. If we're preparing to start a new plan, right, go down a new road, we want to make sure we're aligned with it. We want to make sure that we can see the achievement in our mind's eye, and then kind of assess and make the plans and make sure that we're clear within so that we can proceed forward. Okay. And then in your external world here and on the outside, what this preparation does is prepares you to set off on that path. The Fool is just starting on the path. The Adventure card is kind of like, okay, I'm going to hit places in this path that I really don't see the outcome. Like this little figure is going toward this rainbow light, knowing it's going to be fulfilling, knowing it's going to be exciting and fun, but not really knowing exactly what to expect or what those steps are and what it's going to look and feel like. So this is kind of like that leap of faith. The Fool definitely is the leap of faith and getting started on the path, making sure internally we're aligned with what our plans are, what our intentions are. Visually, really envision what it is that we want to achieve, and then set off and go. So that's the beginning template there. This is related to self-care, but remember, self-care also means, it could mean so many things to different people, right? It could be just, I want to make sure I start a meditative practice every day so that my mind is clear, so that I can function at work and function well at home and in my relationships. It could be, many different things. So for you guys, that's what you determine. But the basic path is, commit to starting, align internally, and then go for it, even with the unknowns and the unseens, because we could be pleasantly surprised along the way. The key to moving forward and to sort of perfecting this self-care practice is receptivity. Yeah, remain open, remain willing to learn new information, remain willing to maybe hit a wall and have to start again, right? Stay open, stay willing. And this also is kind of encouraging you to inquire through spirit. Use yourself as a channel of your guides to help you intuit what is my best way forward. How will this be smoothest? Nothing is going to be a straight line, right, from A to Z. So if I hit road bumps along the way, how do I recover from that? How do I remain open, right? Sometimes you may have to circle back to this again, even though this is the key to moving forward, maybe you have to take a step back again and reassess and get ready to go again and then move forward. So there are many rhythms, paces, and paths to get to our goals. And they don't all look the same, and they don't look the same for everyone. And they don't all look the same every time we try, right? We can sort of curate our journey according to how we feel, right? And what's aligned with us in the moment. So, that practice of self-care, this could be, I just want to vow to make sure I meditate every day and take a warm bath or whatever. That could be a physical and a spiritual thing. There's many ways this can come forward. I keep hearing so many different ways that's why I keep reminding you there's no one way, no one right way. And then your top cards here are your next level of awareness. Oh yeah, look at that. We got more emotion cards, more water, trust in the unseen, trust in the unknown. You are always held. You can move through this. You may achieve things that you didn't really imagine, right? This dream card, it's kind of saying, well, I saw it one way, but along the way, as I stayed open and stayed true to my own path and my own needs, my own wishes and hopes and dreams, as I stayed true to that, the plan kind of changed, right? Like, say I wanted to start out being able to commit to meditating every day. And as it went through, you know, as I started down that path, I realized, oh, twice a day might even be better, right? So then I add that into the routine. But this is that it's really just goal setting, but also flexibility, remaining flexible and open to whatever may come through as you move toward, you know, a new way of taking care of self. This could be starting a therapy starting therapy sessions. It could be for your mental health, you know, body, mind, spirit. It's all part of our whole being. And at any given point, we may want to focus on, you know, one of those aspects of ourselves. And this Zen spread was a good little template to help us, you know, move through into that new way of being, making sure that we're tending to our own selves along the way. Okay, I know this was kind of quick, but yeah, I think this is a really good template here, Aries, and I like how it kind of laid itself out just perfectly for you to be able to have a game plan going forward. Check in with me, let me know how this resonated, and you know, if you put it into practice, come back and let me know how it helps. All right. Thanks, you guys. I'll see you soon.